Welcome to our TV studio here in Zona Tortona in Milan. My name's Max Fraser and it's a pleasure to have Alex Taylor with me today, a fellow Brit. Welcome, Alex.
Yes.
So Alex,
Hello.
you arrived yesterday and you're here for the duration of the week. Tell me, what are your first impressions of what have you seen anything so far?
I haven't seen very much at all, no. I sort of arrived yesterday afternoon. I went straight over to Establish & Sons because I have some new pieces with them.
You're I don't know if it's fair to say your design signature, but certainly your style of designing doesn't veer in any way towards kind of entertaining design or frivolous or over the top. It seems always very considered. Just tell me about your criteria for when you're designing. What sorts of limitations do you tend to put on yourself?
Yeah, I think I try and make sure if I start with a brief, then I try to work in a way whereby I just try and every part of the process I'm rationalising and making sure that something is done in the most efficient way, essentially, and we're using the right materials or the least amount of material, or we're using the right process to achieve, or we're not using a process which isn't required to achieve a result just for the sake of using that process, I guess. And I try to keep most of my work is quite honest. And
you seem always interested in industrial production or machine production. So how do you, or what is your reaction to the limited edition market? Is that something that you feel comfortable with as a designer?
The design art thing, I struggle with that phrase in a way, because it's sort of, I see that there are the two clear directions. You are a designer, you're an artist. And I think that you can design things that can belong in a gallery because you're able to actually realise projects which are conceived and sort of developed in exactly in the same way, but you're allowed to actually use maybe really consider the material finishes or use a certain process which doesn't lend itself to industry, but which, you know, it's still valid and it's still something that is highly desirable.
And what about the design industry in general? What do you think? It's in a healthy state? Do you think it knows its direction? Do you think it needs to wake up to some realities?
I mean, I think it's in a healthy state because it's such because of the interest in it. Whether it's whether it's in a healthy state because the interest then creates this massive sort of influx of stuff. That's where it's a little bit worrying, because there needs to be some editing going on. There needs to be some reality checks, I think, that we can't just keep producing for the sake of producing.
So how do you justify adding something new to the world?
Good question. I mean, I hope that I'm sort of, I hope that I'm offering something that's, you know, is not. I'm not necessarily reinventing, but I'm hopefully updating and creating and using new processes, and offer something sort of hopefully something a little bit different, something a bit new, but they all, you know, they're all highly functional pieces at the same time as well.
Good. Well, thank you, Alex. It's interesting talking to you, and thank you for coming. And enjoy the rest of the week.
Thanks, Max. I will do. And you.